Hey everybody, it's Ben here, and I am on my way to pick up a gasoline vehicle, which might sound a little crazy because if you've watched my YouTube channel for a while, you will know that I'm a lot more interested in electric vehicles than gasoline vehicles. So why am I getting this? For one thing, it is a classic. They do not make these anymore. It is a 50-year-old vehicle. It's a 1976 model year. The other thing is it actually would make a really cool electric vehicle conversion. Now, at the same time, the engine does run. It's not great, but it does run. And because of that, I'm probably just going to fix it up as a classic and then decide if I'm really going to do the electric conversion or not. And my GPS is talking to me because the first thing I have to do is actually head over and pick up a tow dolly. Because although the engine on this thing runs, it's not great. I've got some other safety concerns. It's only about 30 miles that I have to transport it. So in theory, I could have just had somebody drive me there and drive it home. But, you know, odds were too good. I would have ended up on the side of the road and needed to trailer it. So I'm just going to tow it right away. So next stop is the U-Haul, get the tow dolly, and then off to pick up this vehicle. Okay, we are at U-Haul. I got the tow dolly here, hitched up to my Tesla, and now over to pick up the car. Okay, we should be almost there. Get to navigate down some dark alleys, around some garbage cans. Boy, I might not even be able to get in there with the tow dolly. Might have to unhook it right away. Not sure. So here it is. This is a 1976 Volkswagen Westfalia camper van. This is the one with the pop-up roof and the camping equipment inside, and it is bright yellow like a school bus. The one tire was flat, so I had to pop up my little Ryobi air pump, get some air in there, although the seller did say it had been holding air up until this point. Look at all that smoke coming out of there. The engine runs, but it's kind of nasty. Of course, since we're in Wisconsin with the yellow bus, it's got to have a Green Bay Packers logo. And it was not fun breathing these fumes. I am not used to that kind of automobile smoke. The seller tried starting it a couple of times, got plenty of backfires, a lot of slipping the clutch, and then just having the engine die. So what we actually ended up doing was just turning it off, getting a couple of guys, pushing it back onto the pavement, and then down the alley where we could get it onto the tow dolly. Now, once it was close, I used a winch to actually just pull it up onto the tow dolly and then get it strapped down. Took a couple of things like the VW logo on the front off so they wouldn't fall off while driving. Got those front tires strapped down, turned on the four-way flashers, and after that, it looked like we were pretty much ready to go. Again, not a terribly far distance, but, you know, with it not running great and that bad tire and everything, seemed like a much better idea to tow this. And have that in my rearview mirror the whole way. Well, I am on one of the side streets, and I gotta say, so far, it tows very well when you're on the smooth road. So I'm in a nice part of town right now, nice smooth road. Previously, really bumpy and like going 20 miles an hour. But over rough roads, a lot of clanking and bouncing around. But smooth roads, absolutely great. Still, you're never supposed to take these things beyond 55. So I'm not even sure I'm going to go on the interstate. I might just kind of take the sort of the main frontage road and then just take the state highway the last little bit here. But so far, it's towing really well. I'll pull over about halfway, just check the tires and a few things, make sure it's still doing good. Okay, one more reason why I didn't want to try to drive this thing home. I was getting about to my halfway point where I was going to be pulling over anyways, check everything over, and a fire truck was going past me, and the firefighter you know, did one of those point at the trailer kind of a thing, and the tire did not hold air. It did end up going flat. So I just pulled over right away, started putting some more air in it, but yeah, all sorts of quirky things going on with this so far. And I am about like 2 miles from a Tesla Supercharger where I was gonna pull over in that parking lot just to check things over, maybe put a little juice in the car if I could. But oh well, didn't even make it there without the tire going flat. So how many Tesla Superchargers can I block at once? I am counting 1, 2, 3, 4 Superchargers. So I'm going to hang out here, make sure everybody else can still charge. And I do see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Superchargers that are still open. There's a lot of them right here. So mostly I just wanted to get a little more juice in the car because I got this boat anchor dragging me down back here, especially with air getting lost out of this back tire. At this point, I can literally hear air falling out of it. So I might have to do something a little wild and swap tires or something like that. So I plugged in to make sure I'd get some charge while doing the tire change, which would have been a lot easier if the car had come with a spare tire. So I got the bad wheel off, got this side supported with some pieces of scrap wood, all my pieces of scrap wood, which meant I had no spares. So the jack is right at the top of its range over here on the other side. But now I can get this wheel off and then I will swap them. So even if the wheel goes flat, it's up here on the dolly instead of on the road. So doing 2 tire changes at a Tesla Supercharger. So this is definitely an adventure type of a day. The actual tire change itself wasn't too bad. I'd planned on it, I brought tools, and I figured something like this could happen. But just as I was getting ready to go, this guy decided to pull up right in front of me, even though there were many other charging spaces available. I asked if he could use one of those other spaces, and he just said no. And unfortunately, with this type of a setup, you cannot back up. I guess the upside was I got lots of extra charge, which was good because pulling this brick behind me, I did not get good fuel economy. 20 minutes later, that guy finally moved. I could pull out, and it was an uneventful ride the rest of the way home. Well, I'm finally back home, but I want to show you what this is like just from the previous owner trying to get this started so we could get it out of the alley. Look at all the, oh man, nasty, dirty, gross gas. Okay, it is the end of the day. I got the tow dolly back to U-Haul. I had to do a bunch of other running around and some last minute stuff for work. So, it's been a long day. But I do got to say, I'm pretty excited about having this 76 VW Bus Westfalia camper van. It's pretty cool. It's got these neat features like the passenger seat spins around to face the back. It's got the rock and roll bed, so the whole back seat folds down into a bed here, kind of similar to a futon. It's got the upstairs there. All the upholstery is in pretty good condition. I'm not seeing holes or cigarette burns or anything like that. And the tent too, I mean, you can see a couple of specks of daylight coming through, but other than that, it's pretty good. There's no mouse holes or anything like that. And it's cool to have a vehicle that I can stand up in, but will also still fit in my garage, which is pretty cool. The big negative, though, right now, it just reeks like gasoline. I mean, I walk out the front door of my house, I smell gas. It's nasty. Originally, I was thinking, I'll play around with this, I'll clean it up, you know, get it running good, then figure out exactly what I want to do with it. But right now, it just feels like I need to yank this engine out and, like, get rid of all the internal combustion elements, because it's just gross. So maybe even like a quick and dirty EV conversion, like 48 volts with an E-Tech or something ridiculous like that, just so the thing can move around under its own power, at least be able to move it around my driveway and stuff like that. Because as it is, I had to use my electric lawn tractor to physically drag it over to get it out of the main way of the driveway so my wife could get her car out. So yeah, get rid of the gas, get it to run under its own power, and after that I can figure out exactly what I want to do with it. Another thing that I thought, and this sounds a little crazy, but as it is, it would actually make a good trailer. So if I just got a tow bar set up for the front, I could just tow this behind my Tesla out to a campground and park it, which would be kind of a fun thing to be able to do as well. So I've got some ideas. I'm excited. I'm going to be sharing a whole lot more about this real soon, so you guys can look forward to that. And until next time, stay charged up.